Turns out we were right to be concerned about the PC reviews for The Last of Us Part 1. This game certainly tries to lure you in with some semi-stable 30 frames per second, and it does for the most part actually look quite good on Steam Deck, even on the lowest settings with balanced FSR, as long as you don't pay too much attention to the hair. But unfortunately, as soon as you go out into the real world, things take a bigger turn for the worse. That's if you made it this far in the beginning. Even with the lowest settings of the FSR2 on balance, we are getting down into the 20 frames per second. This seems to be ups and downs all through the game, and you can see that this is not just a Steam Deck problem. With nearly 3,000 mostly negative reviews by the point of this review, you can see that people are getting extremely annoyed, and this was a highly anticipated PC port, and looking at the previous Sony games, this really is a big letdown. As you can see from the settings, I was running FSR2 balanced, which puts the resolution down to 752 by 472, and all the other settings were on the lowest. Now I say if you got that far because there was a previous challenge before you even got into game, which I'll come onto in just a second, but the prologue just was absolutely hideous. Look at the graphics here. Normally the intro sequences to the games are the most optimized of all of the game, but not this one. This is actually one of the worst optimized intro sequences that I've ever played, and it really was hard to play through this. I almost quit just at this stage, but I did feel like I wanted to give it a bit more of a chance, and that's where it did seem to improve later on. Now I say if you manage to get into the game, because we are getting accustomed to having some pre-built shaders or shaders building at the start of the game, but this one just takes the mick. In most instances it takes an hour, a whole hour to build the shaders for this game, with some people reporting up to 2 to 3 hours on PC. It's even more of a problem because of the 2-hour refund window. Now it is a shame because with the FSR2 balanced low settings and a 30 frames per second in-game cap, it is actually playable in a lot of the areas. Although the frame time is very inconsistent, if you did turn that off, you are able to actually play the game, but with it jumping around on that frame time and frame rate so much, between even down to the 15 to 20 range, it really does completely ruin the immersion. And you really don't want to be playing this on the absolute lowest settings when you know that the other games like Spider-Man can play at a much higher frame rate and much higher quality. Having these issues on launch day is becoming more and more apparent, but I really hope that it doesn't continue because they really need to sort this out. No doubt we'll see a fix from Valve or a day 1 or 2 patch very soon which will address a lot of these issues, but why it wasn't here at the start is beyond me. Let us know in the comments below how you got on with this, or whether you're just giving up and waiting for an update. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.